Hello, people. So I'm currently sitting here because I am sick and bored out of my mind. So I thought, why not just react to this? Hello Neighbor 3, Devlog 1.5. Now here comes an immediate question. What's the difference between a 1.5 and a 2? I have a feeling it's going to be about Hello Neighbor 2. That would make the most sense as to why it's called 1.5. Okay, right off the bat, I like the set design. It feels cozy. You alright, Nikita?
I know. It's frustrating to not have updates on Hello Neighbor 2.
I knew it. It's about Hello Neighbor 2. Can you tell I'm sick?
And rightfully so. If I'd be in your place, I'd be pretty frustrated too. So, how about we shed some light on it?
Yeah, let's do that. The community will be very happy about that. Alright. Let's see what the... Oh, what the hell?
It's all started 13 years ago. That time I decided to leave my dead-end job behind and to follow my dream.
Okay.
Make video games.
Right. Right off the bat, I love how this video looks. You know, it looks really cool. They're very unique, I'll say that. It's gonna be interesting what he states about Hello Neighbor 2, though.
Hello Neighbor was the first game I ever created. And for the team of 5 people, it was pretty surreal experience.
Okay, so they were a small team back then, jeez.
As none of us shipped a single game before.
Wow.
There was a lot of soul in it. So, by the time of release, everyone was
Take your time.
pretty burned out.
Right. By the time of release, it was pretty burned out. It's interesting how Hello Neighbor was his first ever game, and to see how popular it became. Like, you couldn't predict that. You couldn't have predicted that.
And that was only the beginning.
Right, so he's outside now. He must be onto some, like, national park or something. I don't know where this is. In the middle of
As
the night.
Hello Neighbor popularity grew, a single game suddenly turned into a franchise.
You see, that's what I mean. It must have been hard to compute, like, your first ever game just becoming, like, this huge thing all over YouTube. And, like, again, you couldn't predict that. I understand why Nikita must have been burned out, and there must have been a lot of pressure there. This feels very creepy. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, no. Who is that? Can't be the guest. He
Without
doesn't
a
have
break,
eyes.
we started to work on a prequel called Hide and Seek.
Without a
Well,
break.
at the
Oh.
same time, game branched into spin-offs like Hello Engineer and Secret Neighbor.
Yeah,
along
because
with
Hide and Seek released originally in like 2018, right? On the Epic Games Store. So that was right after, literally right after Hello Neighbor, they started working on this.
along with a mobile port, books, and more.
Right. All the books. Hello Engineer. Definitely the best. Woo. Okay. Like, this is pretty cool. Why does he have an umbrella? Uh-oh. God.
After
This
we
must have been
shipped
scary.
Hide and Seek, work on Hello Neighbor 2 immediately began. And as you know from the original game, fear and trauma can make you do things you don't actually want to. So, by the time
Right.
development started, a break was really needed. Yet I couldn't say no and kept going forward as the project rapidly grew in scale. More people and more ideas got to be taken into account, which made development even harder. At some point, I found myself burned out.
Yeah, of course you did. You didn't bother to take a break.
I found myself burned out. Fighting for ideas of the project I didn't even want to work with.
So it just grew out of scale, like out of control for him.
All this led to decision to
Uh-oh. God. This really makes the devlog videos way more interesting to
step
watch.
down from Hello Neighbor 2.
Right,
This
so,
happened during Alpha 2 period.
right, so he did step down. Okay. So he didn't leave, but he stepped down.
So we parted ways, and the game and franchise continue to go on without me, carried by Irigest and the people who were involved at the time. Irigest did their best to deliver Hello Neighbor 2 under circumstances that they had.
And then it went to shit, basically. Because, like, Hello Neighbor 2 started off really promising, but then it kind of grew further and further away from the original concept. It's always like this with Hello Neighbor games. I don't know why. They just keep missing the mark every time. But I guess in the case of Hello Neighbor 2, it was more that Nikita left the project and then they had no real supervisor, so everything just kind of went to shit, and then Alexis joined the team. I don't know what the frick he did, but he has a bad track record, that's all I know.
It took me more than a year to recover from a burnout. At some point, I even thought maybe games just not for me. So I started to look for joy in creating small prototypes, and I want to share some of them with you.
Oh, okay, so he's gonna share some prototypes, interesting. Oh.
Auditorium. A
Auditorium.
system-based arena survival. Here, you're a substitute teacher that has to stand against students for a week.
Oh.
Introversion, a survival game where you are an introvert.
Oh,
you have to manage your energy based on the amount of interaction with people. Yeah, sometimes it requires a lot of energy just to be around people, let alone have conversations.
Wow, okay. I should play that game, jeez. Oh, now we have a fire-based game? There's a fire extinguisher.
Right about time. A sandbox.
Oh no.
Where you try to prevent a disaster by using a time machine.
Oh,
the twist is that all instances of you are controlled by AI that try to repeat all your actions. So it means you can affect your past actions.
Oh, okay.
By the way, some of these ideas I took to Hello Neighbor 3.
Ooh. Okay. So we can expect some of this kind of stuff to influence Hello Neighbor 3 as well. So we should pay attention to this, right? Oh, leave the city immediately, emergency! Ah! Chair? I guess this is like an apocalypse. Holy crap! Oh my god! That's terrifying.
Giant monster. A different kind of survival game.
Oh wow! Okay.
You have to escape a town that's terrorized by a giant monster. Be aware how visible you are, what sounds you make, and look for warmth and food.
Wow,
while try not to be eaten yourself.
This is like Godzilla, but different. Holy crap, okay. Oh my! The being. Wow, okay.
And the last one, Switchman. A silly game where you need to make important decisions.
I've tried this one before. I tried that one. I've seen that one before. Cow. No, don't run over the cow!
Important decisions.
No! Oh my god. Bro, it just got just ran over a cow. It just blew up. It just splatter.
As for now, I have reunited with Irrigate Studios. And we focus all our resources on Hello Neighbor 3.
Right, so this is a new effort.
You all deserve. This means Hello Neighbor 2 won't be getting any new updates. Or patch 10.
Or patch 10.
We know those of you who were looking forward to it would be disappointed, and I understand that. This decision allowed us to focus all we have on current project and deliver the best of what we can do.
I guess it's better in the long term, you know. Just focus all your efforts on Hello Neighbor 3 and don't mind Hello Neighbor 2. That was a flop. We can all acknowledge that. It didn't go how we were supposed to go, and Nikita wasn't proud of it either. So why continue with it? It feels a bit pointless. Instead, just go with a new idea instead. Think up something new. And now, I guess Nikita's come from a 1-year hiatus, and I guess he's ready to create something new and interesting. Maybe this is the comeback for Hello Neighbor 2 finally? I don't know. Honestly, I doubt the mainstream will care about Hello Neighbor after Hello Neighbor 2. I think everybody lost all their hope after that game, you know. But yeah, I really wish all the best for Hello Neighbor 3. Maybe it's gonna be the Hello Neighbor game we all deserve, who knows?
Taught us as a team and Tiny Build in general a few valuable lessons.
Okay.
In development and in life. Keeping open and clear communication. Sharing progress and goals of the project will help to be everyone on the same page and know where project currently is and where it is going. As you might already see, Hello Neighbor 3 is open since its prototype stage, and its progress can be tracked via Discord or upcoming devlogs.
Yeah.
This is what we believe and what we're committed to doing going forward.
And I think that's a good
Second,
thing.
promise only things that are tested and can be backed up with a playable prototype. This rule is generally great to follow for every development team, and this is what we do currently with Hello Neighbor 3. And
That's
third
great.
one is to place unique creative goals over rapid expansion. And this is what we're currently doing at Irrigate Studios. We establish compact creative environment to deliver unique projects we are all proud of. And life lesson learned, fear is a bad compass. Follow your dream.
Right. Wow, okay, that was great. I love Nikita's devlogs, man. I mean, they feel unique, and they feel open, and because it's the creator, you feel like, you know, it's even more open. And I guess that's why Irrigate Studios haven't said anything about Hello Neighbor 2, because they're not even working on it anymore. It's done. We don't need any more. Nikita is clearly full of fresh energy, and I want to give him the benefit of the doubt for this idea. Because why not? Honestly, I have nothing else to do. I know a lot of you might disagree that, you know, fearing the worst for Hello Neighbor 3, you know, fearing that the stuff that happened to the other Hello Neighbor games might happen again. But as Nikita said, I mean, fear is a bad compass. But yeah, that was a very interesting video, and if you learned something new today, please give a like. That would be very appreciated. And as always, I'll be seeing you sometime in the future. Ah.